KT7 up here. Today, I will review and showcase Lotus Mage Fina, a healing support unit. She is a 100 cost, magic bow user in the light element. Her sub-jobs are Magi Striker and Red Mage. Fina is the first unit that has a Nullify Curse self-buff, and her LB heal can dispel curse. Now let's see what her kit has to offer. Let's start off with her master ability. She gets max HP 10%, all skills activation time down 20%, and unit resistance 10. At level 140, she gets other 200 skill activation down to all spells, accuracy 15, and upgrade to her negates all damage barrier from 1 hit to 2 hits. Next we have her new bow, Lotus. The general ability is healing power 15. For Fina and few other main jobs, they also get magic up 30% and all skill activation time down 200. Both aim and magic types are good. Moving over to her TMR, it is a cloth. The stats are HP 188, Spirit 5, Magic 42, and Crit Evasion 8. The ability is a self-buff, giving the user range +1, and all wide guard 25% for 4 turns. This is a good TMR ability, but not worth pulling just for it. Next, her attack type resistances. She has 10 to slash, 5 to missile, and 5 to magic. Neutral to strike, and -10 to pierce. These does not matter much, she won't last too long once her barrier is broken anyway. Her status ailment resistances are 50 to blind, 50 to berserk, and 10 to paralysis. She has 0 innate resistance to curse. If Fina is inflicted by curse, she can still use her LB. But it is game over for her if she or her allies get cursed a second time in a match. Next is stats comparison. Her stats are similar to Lucio. She is slightly faster with agility support ability equipped, but has slightly lower HP. She has a lot of healing power up, her LB can heal over 10k even at only level 1. Moving on to her main job support abilities. Number 1 gives her range +2, spirit penetration 40, and 25 accuracy. I like this on her a lot, there are some really good debuff attached to her attack. But it is not a must, you can give her 2 support abilities that boost her healing capabilities. Main support number 2 gives her healing power 20, and hate down 3. This is the only source of hate down from her kit. Her main job reaction is very interesting. It has a 50% chance to charm the enemy after taking damage. The range is 4, with range height of 1. And the proc rate is 30%. Moving over to her LB. It is a diamond-shaped AoE heal. The range is up to 6, range height 1, and area height 1. Prior to healing, dispel curse from allies, then recover their HP large, and lower physical damage taken by 35% for 3 turns. This LB is her main selling point, a heal that can also dispel curse. Even if Fina is cursed, she can still use her LB. This is great against Sephiroth, but with units like Ramana and Ice Veritas whom can inflict curse with their abilities, the value of her LB has gone down. Next are her buffing abilities. Her highest priority ability is her cross-shaped group buff. It has range up to 2, gives the group spirit 25, AoE resistance 25, and debuff weakening 20 for 4 turns. For Fina only, she gets a 2-hit null damage barrier, re-raise, and CT up small after reviving. Her null damage barrier is very good. It ensures her to survive for at least 2 attacks, given those are not barrier-breaking abilities. Her second priority ability is her self-buff. Nullifies curse, charm, and stop for 4 turns. Also the force barrier effect, from range 4 to 7. This buff has become more important as more units with curse are released. However, this is a self-only buff, which means it has lower priority than any AoE TMR buffs, such as Lucio's TMR. Also, if her allies are cursed for a second time, Fina cannot do anything about it. Next are her main job's healing abilities. Ability number 1 is a diamond-shaped AoE heal. It can reach up to 6 panels away, with very good range height of 2, and area height of 1. The casting speed is 400. It recovers allies' HP medium and gives them protect and shell for 4 turns. The potency of healing increase if Fina is further away from her allies. It does require casting, usually it is a 1 tick for most setups. Also, the AI will back away from her allies for maximum healing. Ability 2 is a single target heal. Has range 4, range height 2 and casting speed of 360. Recover HP medium for 1 ally. Also remove poison, frostbite, blind, silence, paralysis, confusion and berserk. Ability 3 is full life. Range 4, range height 1, and casting speed 200. 50% chance to revive an ally at full HP. Next, her only attack from her main kit. A diamond-shaped AoE attack that can hit up to 6 panels away. Deals medium damage, lower targets CT medium, and seal targets debuff for 3 turns. Debuff ceiling is really good. Once your enemy is hit by this ability, they can no longer shred your AoE resistance and etc. With this ability, I don't really mind if she gets baited to attack too early. Alright, moving on to main job sub. The first ability is Dystopia. The exact same attack from Dark Fina. 2-hit dark attack with 25% chance to inflict stop. Ability 2 is a single target TP skill. Dispel all buffs from target. Also nullify their haste, quicken and CT up for 3 turns. This is a top tier ability for manual players. For auto, the AI will only use it when she has 0% hit chance against the enemy team. Next, her Magi Striker sub. This is an awesome sub job. The support abilities are Speed Booster and Spell Booster. Speed Booster gives her 12 unit resistance and 12% agility. Spell Booster gives her 24% magic and skill activation time down 200. Both of these are really good. I often give her Spell Booster to further reduce her cast time. You can even give her both if you don't want the extended range on her. The reaction ability is Wonder Heal 20% to chance to counter heal. Not bad. I have picked 3 notable abilities from Magi Striker. Sparkle Cure is a cross-shaped medium heal. Magic Strike is a sequential ability that can lower target's unit resistance and grant damage absorbed to one teammate. Dispelling Violet can inflict stop and immobilize. Magi Striker can give Fina more offensive options and some status effects, very good. Next is her other sub-job Red Mage. The support abilities are Mage's Protection and Red Mage Lore. The reaction ability is Magic Reflex. The 2 notable abilities are Fast Cast and Asuna. Fast Cast gives haste and unit resistance up, very nice against follow-up attacks. Asuna can dispel curse and a lot of other status ailments. However, it only has 3 range. Red Mage is mainly used for haste. That's all for her kit. Moving over to the Lewd in the Wastelands VC. It supports Sword Warrior, Great Sword, Bow, and Glove users. The stats are HP 322, Magic 166, and Luck 15. The party abilities are Agility 18%, Accuracy 20, and Max HP 25%. The bestowed effects are Magic 10% and AoE Resistance 10. The Hollow Party ability for dual content is Critical Evasion 12. The VC Mastery for dual content are Max HP 3% and Magic 3%. This is a great VC, another 18% agility card for Greatsword and Warrior. Max HP 25% is also really good to help your units to get over the max damage thresholds. Another plus for this VC is it supports Cypher, Sonial, and addisonrae. Sonial is a free unit. I might do a video for her if I have time. Okay, let's move on to her equipments, Espers, and Truststones. Both her new bow and the Yoichi's bow are good. Yoichi's bow has hate down 10, 20 accuracy, and AoE resistance 8. The Lotus bow gives Fina more skill activation time down and healing power. I will go over the different support abilities I recommend for these 2 weapons. In the second slot, I like the pods for more agility. The white cape is a great choice for more silence resistance. The survival vest is great against follow-up attacks. In the TMR slot, Lucio's TMR is a great choice. It can help your team to deal with follow-up attacks and movement control. Any high agility TMR will work. All magic Espers will work for Fina, the higher the agility the better. For her trust stones, I like shield, barrier, or HP on the left. Be sure to give her curse resistance. On the right, agility is the best. The abilities showing here are for the Yoichi's bow. If you are using the Lotus bow, follow the text in yellow. Now let's go over the differences between the 2 weapons. Yoichi's bow has -10 hate. It can help her avoid being targeted by units like Shurecca and Ashen King with their powerful Select 2 abilities. However, you will need to give her spell booster support from Magi Striker to make up for the skill activation time reduction. With Yoichi's bow, she can be more worry-free to move into attack range. Also with Hate Down, she will cast haste on her allies first before herself. If she is equipped with the Lotus Bow, I suggest her main support number 2 for the Hate Down. Then either main support number 1 for extra range or speed booster for more agility and unit resistance. Fina's AI will stay still if she cannot buff an ally or is not in range to attack. I suggest Yoichi's bow if you want her to be closer to the front line, and the Lotus Bow if you want her to stay back. Moving on to sample teams. The first team I have prepared is the Light and Dark team with Cypher and Cloud. Fina is on Red Mage sub job, with Spell Booster, main support number 1, and her main job reaction ability. She is here to haste and heal, maybe occasionally attack from the backline. The grayed out VCs do not support Fina, let me know if they are difficult to see. With the same VC setup, you can use either Sonial or addisonrae. This team does well against the Sephiroth and Gilgamesh combo. Cloud is very good against Gilgamesh's follow-up attacks. Cypher can take out Sephiroth's barrier and re-raise. Fina can haste the 2 DPS units and dispel curse on Cypher. If she happens to catch the enemy units with her attack early, they can no longer debuff your team. The second team is with Sephiroth and Gilgamesh. Fina can protect Sephiroth's re-raise in a mirror match. It is pretty cool to have Fina attack and Gilgamesh follow up. The Ice Chariot VC supports all 3 units. The Lifestream VC supports Sephiroth and Fina. Much like Lucio and other support units, she does not need all 6 VCs to do her job. She can perform even with just agility VCs. Okay, before final thoughts and sample matches, let's look at the bow weapon group VCs and some crossovers. The bow group has most of the VCs ready, but the units are just not quite good enough. Long-range units are in a very bad place even with Veritas of the bolts. Hopefully a true next-gen bow unit will improve this group. Some notable crossovers are with Katana, they share agility and unit resistance cards. For Great Sword, they only share an agility card, but with Dark Bahamut, they can still work with Cloud and Cypher from the Warrior group. For the Red Mage crossover, they share an agility card. She can support Gilgamesh and SummerGlaciela. Lastly, the crossover with Spear. They share unit resistance. Fina is the second best support unit for this group. If you have Lucio, she is a better choice, there are just more VC crossovers between Spear and Devout. Now my final thoughts on Lotus Mage Fina. She is a unit that I recommend to skip for most players. If you are a manual player, her TP skill that can nullify CT up, haste, and quicken is very valuable. Fina is the first unit that can dispel curse with a healing ability. And she has a nullify curse self buff. However, the curse to spell heal is from her LB, which only has 1 use. And the nullify curse is a self-only buff that cannot be passed on to her teammates. She will thrive against teams that only has a one-time curse. There are already 2 other units that can inflict curse with non-LB attacks. Being able to dispel it only once during battle isn't good enough. And her cost is 100, it really limits her in cost-limited game modes, where support units usually shines in. Even if unit cost is not a concern, I much prefer running 3 DPS units in the current game. If I need a support unit, I would choose Lucio over her for the 2-unit haste and super long-range heal. I do have to give praise to her main job AoE attack. The CT down and debuff ceiling effect are awesome if it lands on the right enemy units. Her VC is really good, but just like Fina, it is not limited. New summer unit is coming as early as next week, save your resources. Now let's go to sample matches. The first match of the day is Light and Dark team against one of the most popular meta team. She has the Lotus Bow, so she does not have any hate down. This is a longer map, so I gave Fina Lucio's TMR to manipulate the initial turn order. Fina's first turn, Lucio's TMR to give the group human resistance and crit evasion. This is great against follow-up attacks. Fina's second turn, group buff. Gives the group Spirit 25, AoE Resistance 25, and debuff Weakening 20 for 4 turns. For herself, a 2x negates all damage barrier, re-raise, and CT up small after reviving. Without any hate down, Fina is using Fast Cast on herself. Be sure to give her the proper support ability or weapon to control the targeting of her buffs. This is her Diamond AoE attack. Deals medium damage, lower targets CT medium, and seal targets debuff for 3 turns. Now Sephiroth cannot shred my AoE resistance with his sure hit. Now Fina goes for her LB heal. Dispel Curse from allies, recover HP large, and lower physical damage taken 25% for 3 turns. This is her main job AoE heal. Recovers HP medium and grants allies 2 turns protect and chill. The healing potency increases the further away Fina is. Alright, the last match of the day is Fina with Sephiroth and Gilgamesh, going up against Wind Mix Fire. This time Fina has the Yoichi's bow. She is starting off with Lucio's TMR. Shurecca is a very strong unit. I will have her 140 video ready before she arrives on Global. Her main job group buff on turn 2. Here comes Enemy's Curse. My Sephiroth is cursed. Fina is using her Diamond AoE attack, then Gilgamesh follow-up. Here comes Fina's LB. Dispel Curse from allies, recover HP large, and lower physical damage taken by 25% for 3 turns. When facing only one curse threat, Fina is awesome. But with her mana, another curse unit, it could be difficult for her. Her banner should still be active when the summer unit arrives. Hold off on pulling. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.